This notorious day, November 6, 2014. Quote, the reason why I'm a rest- the reason why I am not returning to the Firecrackers this season is because in the 2013 playoffs and the 2014 playoffs, I have never gotten enough help from my teammates, especially in the 2013 and 2014 finals. So because of this, I am making my decision to leave the Windy City Firecrackers and now join the Windy City Grinders. Yes, that was said by none other than Derek Ensign, aka Reptile. Again, his decision to join the Windy City Grinders during the 2014 offseason sparked a lot of controversy and negative reactions, with many people comparing the move to LeBron's offseason move to Miami in 2010. And then 2 years later after that, Kevin Durant made his notorious decision to leave OKC and join Golden State. Because and shortly after he made his decision, DH would form a super team with the Grinders, and they would defy all the hate and exceed all expectations to win the 2015 championship, their 9th overall and their first since 1991. However, what if DH never joined the Windy City Grinders? That's right. What if he decided to stay with the Firecrackers and give the middle finger to the Grinders? That's what we're gonna talk about in today's video. Okay, so our first season is the 2014-2015 season. Instead of DH being on the Grinders, DH is on the Firecrackers. Now, if we remember, the Firecrackers finished 76-6 in 2015, while the Grinders finished 52-30. However, with DH on the roster, the Firecrackers still finished 76-6, while the Grinders strangely improved to 59-23 without Ensign. This is because they decided that without DH, they would learn how to step up their game. The 59-23 record would have the Grinders finishing the second place in the West, while the Firecrackers would still finish first place in the East. The Grinders still finish with the third seed in the East behind the Portland Searchlights. Anyway, in the playoffs, the Grinders still sweep the Sacramento Wildcats and the Portland Searchlights and defeat the Oakland Blue Devils in 5 games in the Western Conference Finals, while the Firecrackers, nothing changes. The Firecrackers still sweep New York City, defeat Cleveland in 6 in the second round, and sweep Philadelphia in the ECF to make the NABA finals. And now we have the 2015 NABA finals, the Grinders and the Firecrackers. In real life, the Firecrackers took the first 2 games, and the Grinders won, and the Grinders decided to win the next 4 games and the series. In this situation, the Firecrackers still win the first 2 games, and the Grinders still managed to blow out the Firecrackers in Game 3. In Game 4, however, the Firecrackers take that game with DH still on the Firecrackers. Then the Grinders still take Game 5. Thanks to them hitting 21 3-pointers. And Game 6 thanks to Eric Dawson hitting the 3-pointer that would put the game out of reach for the Firecrackers. And then Game 7. And we all know who takes that game. The Windy City Firecrackers. So instead of the 2015 NABL champions being the Grinders, it's the Windy City Firecrackers in 7 games. And then fast forward to 2015, to 2016. In real life, the Grinders finished 26-0, finished 82-0, winning all 82 of the regular season games. But with Derek Ensign on the team, and with me on the team, the Firecrackers still finished 82-0, while the Grinders finished 60-22. Finished with an astounding 60-22 in the Western Conference, finishing second place, of course. So that means nothing changes for the East and Western Conference in the playoffs. So both the Grinders and the Firecrackers still breathe through the East and Western Conference and still make the playoffs. And the Firecrackers still defeat the Grinders in 5 games. The Firecrackers, however, instead of me winning Finals MVP goes to DH, who would also win Finals MVP in 2015. And then we now fast forward to 2017. As we remember, despite DH being on the team, the Grinders were atrocious, finishing with the 7th seed in the West, while the Grinders still play terrific basketball, finishing with the top seed in the East at 75-7. But with DH on the team, the Firecrackers would manage to win 3 more games and finish 78-4. The Grinders, meanwhile, also improve. This time finishing with 47 wins, 47-35. However, it doesn't matter. The Grinders still get knocked out of the first round, while the Firecrackers still make the finals. So along the way, the Firecrackers still finish with a perfect playoff record of 12-0, heading into the finals. Of course, sweeping the Miami Rockets in the first round, the Columbia Satellites in the second round, and the Cleveland Warriors in the Eastern Conference Finals. And in the NABL Finals, they still sweep my former team, the Chicago Cougars. So this time, instead of winning back-to-back titles, they win a 3-peat. So that means in 2018, they would have won 4 in a row. With DH still on the team. And that's all, folks. So the Firecrackers would have won. So the Firecrackers would have won 4 consecutive titles if DH stayed on the Firecrackers. And that'll do it, folks. And I'll see you next time in my next NABL Stories video.